Why?
Because Social Security is adjusted for inflation. The rest of your
So you're telling me with 16% inflation and your Social Security check went up marginally, that person's not more significantly impacted?
No, if I received 100% of my income from Social Security and Social Security COLA is accounted for inflation, my 100% of my income is inflation adjusted. If I received half of my income from Social Security and half from somewhere else, my total income is only half protected against inflation.
Oh, okay, that's certainly not one person, not one senior citizen has told me this. Every senior citizen I talk to in the state of Kansas, including my own parents, say groceries are up 20%. Gasoline prices went from $2 to $3.50 a gallon. That their utility bills, some of the utility bills have doubled, and certainly the Social Security check they're receiving is not touching that at all. I think that slowing down inflation would be one of the solutions to save Social Security. I'll stick with you, Dr. Biggs, since I hit a home run with that question. Would getting 7 million healthy American men between the ages of 25 and 45 back to work, would that help save Social Security? Would a strong economy help save Social Security?
Sure. Higher labor force participation means more people working, more people paying taxes. That would certainly help. Higher economic growth means the tax revenues grow faster than they otherwise would have. That would help Social Security as well.
So savings to save Social Security, it'd be a good idea to stop paying people more to stay home than to go back to work. Is there anybody on the panel that would say a strong economy would not help us save Social Security? Does anybody disagree with that, a strong economy? Is there any concern that if we raise the taxes enough, that it could actually hurt the economy? Dr. Biggs?
Sure. I think the scores you see from Social Security when they look at these proposals to increase taxes would generally not include an effect on how the incentives of that would affect earnings of people in that class. So in my testimony I point out we're getting to very, very high marginal tax rates. We know that people do respond to those. There's some disagreement about how much, but you certainly need to bear that in mind.
Okay, going to my next question here. Let's talk about the national debt, $33 trillion. We might spend $700 billion of interest this year, which certainly fuels inflation and impacts seemingly everything else as well.
Greetings, friends. Are SNAP monthly benefits going to be increased? With inflation still affecting millions of Americans' lives, some congressional lawmakers are looking into whether the federal government should change monthly benefits once again. The upcoming Farm Bill may include boosted benefits. My dearest friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video, especially if you are a SNAP recipient. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please make sure that you enter these giveaway friends by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. This week, Democrats on the House Agriculture Committee called on Republican leaders to stop threatening cuts to SNAP benefits with less than 2 months to finish up the 2023 Farm Bill. In a recent letter addressed to Speaker Kevin McCarthy, the 25 Democrats on the committee expressed concerns about comments from McCarthy's leadership team, threatening potential cuts to the largest U.S. food aid program to low-income Americans. Even as overall inflation begins to drop, the cost of food and groceries has continued to increase. In fact, the Consumer Price Index, released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, showed a 20% increase in food at home and a year-over-year increase of 4.9%. These costs have put a large dent in Americans' food budgets. So if food costs continue to rise, does that mean how much people receive in food stamps will go up as well? The continued spike in food prices makes a challenging environment even more challenging for Americans who receive SNAP benefits. Although SNAP benefits are adjusted each year for inflation, the current fiscal year cost of living adjustment is based on 2021 prices, which were much lower than they are right now. According to the USDA website, the agency adjusts SNAP maximum allotments, deductions, and income eligibility standards at the beginning of each fiscal year, which runs from October 1st through July 1st. The changes are based on changes in the cost of living or the amount of money needed to support a basic standard of living. The USDA's Thrifty Food Plan calculates the cost of a market basket for a family of 4. That means the cost of living adjustment for fiscal year 2024 will be based on June 2023 prices. Inflation has moved payments higher the last 2 fiscal years, but even the higher payments cannot keep pace with rising consumer prices. For fiscal year 2023, the maximum SNAP allotment for almost all Americans ranged from $939 a month for a household of 4 to $1,691 a month for a household of 8. Starting October 1st, 2023, for fiscal year 2024, the allotment will increase by about 3.5%. So that means a family of 4 will receive $973 a month, and allotments will go up to $1,751 for a family of 8. The Inflation Reduction Act may have cost President Biden the greatest expenditure of his political capital of any of his legislative accomplishments. Now his administration is hoping to use the law's 1-year milestone to build it back. Biden's advisors see the Inflation Reduction Act anniversary not just a chance to mark the significance of the climate and healthcare law, but to dig into what it ultimately represented. That is the culmination of 2 years of significant legislative heavy lifting that they view as a key to the country's future success. Steve Ricchetti, one of the president's chief advisors, said in a recent interview, "This is where the president's superpower resides. It's in legislating and getting things done." Over the next 2 weeks, Biden and other administration officials will build up to the August 16th signing anniversary, with events all over the country highlighting specific components of the legislation. The goal of Biden's team is to convince a still skeptical public that the sum of his legislative successes will result in lasting economic benefits. One Biden administration official stated, "The potential for this economy in the next 12 months is quite promising when you compare the U.S. economy with any economy in the world. We've invested in our workers and our economy." The stops will come in settings both ordinary and grand, literally. Biden will stop in Arizona to designate a new national monument near the Grand Canyon, drawing attention to its climate and conservation provisions, which includes $44 million for the national park systems. The Biden team continues to place political bets on the economic vision and agenda that the president has already executed, hoping that will eventually matter more to swing voters than what Republican presidential candidates have been focusing on. Well, my marvelous and most magnificent friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Thursday. My dearest friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be giving away Walmart gift cards every Friday. My dear friends, please make sure that you enter these weekly giveaways. All you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.